With me here is Baran Abbasi from the BBC's Persian service. Baran, how is the latest renewed fighting being viewed by those inside Iran and indeed by the regime?
The authorities are portraying the new strikes as another example that the US cannot be trusted. They say that it is a violation of the memorandum of understanding between the two countries, and they are saying that they're accusing the US of committing war crimes by attacking civilian infrastructure, including 2 railway lines. One of them connected the capital to the city of Mashhad, where the funeral processions are underway for Iran's former supreme leader, and they're saying that the US is trying to undermine those ceremonies. So they are saying that the memorandum of understanding gave them the right to control the Strait of Hormuz, and that they're not willing to give that up because they believe that they can use it as leverage in future negotiations. So although they are suffering under the US strikes, both in terms of economy and also infrastructure, but they believe that they have a higher tolerance for pain compared to their adversaries.
And what about this alleged strike near a nuclear plant? What more do we know about that?
So the Iranian media are saying that the perimeter of the nuclear power plant, the Bushehr nuclear power plant, was struck. It's the only operating civilian nuclear power plant in Iran, and we have had explosions in the province, but we have no reports that the reactor itself was struck. And the US has not confirmed whether it was the target of the attack. They say that the targets, they hit 90 targets, including air defense systems or like drone storage facilities. But in terms of the power plant, we haven't had any indications that there have been a nuclear incident or radioactive release.
Let's talk a little bit about the funeral procession for the late Supreme Leader. That's been happening whilst all of this renewed fighting has been going on.
Exactly. The timing is significant. All the fighting is happening as the Supreme Leader is going to be buried in Iran's holiest place, the shrine of the Shia Muslims' third Imam. And it's the culmination of a week of mourning ceremonies that took the remains of the Supreme Leader throughout Iran to different cities and also Iraq, cities that had political or religious significance. And the Iranian authorities have been trying to project unity and strength through showcasing these events following surviving the war with Israel and the US, and also 6 months after thousands of people, thousands of protesters were killed on the streets. And but for the ordinary Iranians, the huge crowds that you see in Iran, it's not surprising. It's estimated that the government still has between 10 to 20% of the of support amongst the Iranian population, and they have been providing all the resources, including food and transportation, for them to show up at this event. But the majority of the Iranians seems to be spectators rather than participants at the moment.